Seriously, who is Carlos Queiroz?
I think it's not an easy question to answer, but he's meticulous, he's organized. He likes preparation. He likes structure.
Okay.
And by that reference, a lot of people think he's very defensive. It's a reputation that as well. And I mean, when Alex Ferguson was having issues with the defensive side of his game, it was Carlos Queiroz he brought to fix those problems.
Okay.
That is why he was very important. Alex Ferguson didn't have attacking problems; he had defensive problems.
Okay.
So Queiroz was the one he brought to fix that side of the game for him.
Okay.
And then built.
So he's perceived as a defensive coach.
He's a lot of people perceive him that way because if you look at his body of work, he's always had a heavy focus on structure and teams being disciplined and teams being difficult to break down. It doesn't necessarily connote somebody who is defensive, but it connotes somebody who doesn't want his teams to be broken down easily. I mean, you don't bring through 2 golden generations of Portugal by being a defensive coach. This is Luis Figo and Rui Costa's coach.
At under 20?
At under 20 level. That was not a defensive team. That was an ultra-attacking team.
Okay.
So I think there's been an evolution of his process where he began to focus on the pragmatic part of the game and focused his skill sets there. And I think he's grown from there, which is why he's not exciting for a lot of Ghanaians in terms of, what is he going to do with us? We want to see attacking football. This is somebody who is very defensive. But I am not too disappointed with him as a short-term candidate. One, because, and I said this earlier, you need clarity of message. And if you look at, I think one thing I have gleaned from his work across the past 15 or 20 years is there's always been clarity of what he wants to do. When he comes, you know exactly what this man expects.
Okay.
And so the messaging to the players in terms of this is how I want my team to look like, and his ability to drill the team to look that way is pretty clear. We didn't have that with Otto. I think there was a mishmash of those things, and that's how I told you that the players were not very enthused by the way they were being set up in certain games because it made them look much worse than they are.
Okay.
The players don't like that because you've set them up in a way where the fans are looking at them like, are you amateurs or what? This is supposed to be a national team. And the players don't like that. The assumption is that Queiroz solves that problem because his track record shows that he's able to do these things. Second thing is his ability to work with teams that are not endowed with so much talent. I think a large chunk of the reputation he has earned as a defensive coach, and I put that in quotes, or a defensive-minded coach, is born out of the fact that he's worked with teams. If you look at Oman, you can't play football with Oman. You can't play attacking football with Oman. You can't play attacking football with Qatar. You can't play attacking football with Iran. You can't play attacking football with the Egypt team he inherited in 2021.
So ultra defensive.
Yes, it was a team that had Mohamed Salah as his only genuine attacking talent. If you are taking over a Ghana 2010 or a 2014, that's a different kettle of fish. But this current Ghana team is a team that requires organization. It's a team that requires somebody who can put the sum of all the parts together to get a song out of the team.
And it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. So I think that is where maybe the consideration for him also comes in. I think about it and I say, look, if you look at our build-up towards the World Cup, it hasn't been the best. We are conceding a lot of goals. The team looks a bit dysfunctional. They're low on confidence. And the Ghana Football Association and the government, I'm sure, looking at this, I'm saying, let's go to the World Cup and not embarrass ourselves. That's the most important thing. Part one. Kofi Adams might say we are going to win the World Cup to Prema, but we know that's not going to happen. But the most important thing is don't get whooped 7-1. Don't get whooped 5-1. And if Australia is whooping you 5-1, you are praying, God, can I go there and close shop a bit? So
a respectable World Cup.
A respectable World Cup